G'day guys, welcome back. Now this is a bit of a follow-up on the video that I did the other day with these golden crushed glass in pendants, in the pendant mold with the black background. So if you saw that one, you'll know that I had some bubbles, because when I was like that, when I put the crushed glass into the pendant mold and then poured the resin on, I got some bubbles trapped underneath. In hindsight, maybe I should have, and I'll try it next time, put a little bit of resin in a little cup and then put my glass in that and give it a mix and then put that in the mold. I'm going to try that. But today I'm going to try and get rid of the bubbles for you, just so that hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put that on autofocus and see if I can focus. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. I have trouble with it. Here we go, autofocus. I don't know why I have so much trouble with the focus. I guess it doesn't know what to focus on. Oh, come on. Sorry. Don't know why it won't focus. I guess it doesn't know what to focus on. Let me try something else. There. How's that? All right, don't move, Julie. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, see, there's a bubble, a little hole over there in the reflection of the window. There's a bubble, a little hole, and then there's another one down here. Oh, why am I having so much trouble focusing? Oh, there's a big one there. See that big one there? Anyway, you can see there's, hopefully you can see there's some bubbles there, some holes. Trying my best to focus on. Maybe I'm a bit too close. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can rectify those problems and fill in those little bubbles. You can see them in the light there. All right. Oh, sorry about that. I was trying. Let me just focus back out again. Oh, joys of YouTubing. All right. Hopefully you saw the holes. And I apologise for my photography skills, it's just not working. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some resin left over from another project that I've just done. And all I'm going to do, don't really need this stick. Oh, I might as well. I'm just going to put a little bit of resin on. Just a little tiny daub like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to, with my gloved finger, I'm just going to rub it in like that from the center down, like so. Make sure that your gloves are nice and clean. You haven't got any dust and hairs and things on your gloves. If you find that it hasn't quite covered the little hole, you can put a little bit more on, and just really lightly, you're just spreading it. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you know, go to the trouble of taping the back, pouring your resin on. For me, it's just a bit of a pain. I prefer to do it this way. Put a little daub. So if you do it this way, it doesn't tend to run underneath, you know. My resin's starting to warm up now. It's been sitting out there with my other project I was doing. So as you can see, it doesn't take terribly long, just cover it. Now with these little pendants, I will be sanding the edges because I haven't done that yet. Whoops. Oopsie-doopsies. I'm going to have to do that one again. Your gloves do get sticky. And also you will need to just torch, because doing this you get a little bit of air trapped in there from the gloves. You don't need to worry too much about the back, because they're going to be stuck into a bezel tray, into a necklace, so you don't need to worry about the backs terribly much. But just don't put too much on, because you don't want it to be running everywhere. You only need a little bit. And then I think I'll just wipe my hands with my baby wipe. I might as well keep going, hey. There's no point stopping now. And then just from the middle out to the sides. Probably put a little bit more on. Make sure that you don't push too hard, like when you're spreading it, otherwise you're just going to push it all off. You want it to, you know, go into your little holes, your little bubble holes that's been created. I'll bring this around here now. Now this was the one that had the big hole in the center. So it's a good idea, like if you just use, and you don't have to pick it up like I'm doing, you can just do this. Although you tend to get resin on your cup if you do that. What was I saying? Oh, you don't have to make up a whole big batch of resin to do something like this. I just, you know, used my leftover from another project, like I said. You don't need a lot. And it'll work with coasters as well. You know, if you've got some coasters that maybe aren't the best with the top coat. I find if I have like put like a big thick coat, top coat on, like on coasters, and sometimes depending on your resin, sometimes, and you might have noticed, it may pull in from the edges and you have like these big bald spots. I don't tend to get that when I just do a really little thin coat like this, just with my gloved finger. I don't tend to get that. Have you guys seen that? You know, when you do your top coat and the resin starts pulling away from the sides, and then you have to go and add more, and then you've got another bald spot, and you think, oh my gosh, it's a big lot of trouble to do that. So there we go. My resin's starting to get a bit thick and sticky now. I'm going to actually take these off, because be careful when you're taking your gloves off. You've got resin on that thumb, so don't stick it under there. You know, just do this. Okay, now you get a clean hand, so you can take that. Just got to be really careful they don't get resin on your skin. Right, now let's torch. We're not going to touch them again, so I'm just going to torch with my little torch here, just to pop any little bubbles that may have kind of got in there, because you are, you know, spreading the resin around, and I can see lots of little bubbles popping. I must say, and I've learnt this the hard way, when you're doing a top coat, don't spray with alcohol, okay? It's fine if you're doing the underneath of something and you want to pop bubbles, but if you're doing the top coat, in my experience, I could see the little dots, you know, where the little spray hits like that. I could see it on my top coat, so don't do it. Rather just give it a little torch like this. If for whatever reason you need to come back tomorrow and do another coat, you can, but this should be perfect. Let me get you down, and we'll see if we can have a little look across the top. I'll see if I can do better with my focusing. I was going to go over here. Oh no, I was going to turn the ring light off, but I think it'll be all right. Now, click autofocus. And why aren't you focusing? Oh my gosh. I'm having so much trouble with my focusing today. I don't know why. Why won't you focus? Oh, I've got some wrong setting or something. I don't know. I'm going to put it on closest. There we go. Oh, no, it worked for a second. don't know what's wrong with my camera today. It's just not behaving very well. Maybe I'm too close. All right, let's stand back here. All right, let's see if we can look across the top of this one. Actually, we'll look away. We'll look this way. That way, because we've got the window there. It's a bit difficult. It's really hard to photograph. But you can kind of see it's shiny on top. Hopefully there's no bubbles. Hopefully they've all been covered over. Oh my gosh. Focus. I need to go and have a lesson in photography. It's on autofocus. It should just be working. It's not. All right. I took it off the zoom. So there we go. They look like little mushrooms, don't they? But you can see they're lovely and glossy. Anyway, that's enough for me, I guess, from me. Now I'll wait until they're dried. Maybe I'll come back later on this evening, and we'll see how they go. Now this was the one. Where are you? This was the one that had that big hole. Can't really see it. If for some reason, let me just go over here for one sec. I need to get my pin. Where's my pin? If for some reason you can still see, oops, my hand's in the way. I'll come around here. I don't know if you can see. Oops. That's where the hole was. And you could see that it hasn't filled properly. It's created a little bubble. You might have to actually just pop the bubble and then fill the hole with resin again. So just be aware that that may happen, like the resin may just flow over the top and then you still have your bubble. So just go and check all of them before the resin dries. I think that was a very big hole there, so sorry if you can't see. See my resin's, I just knocked that one. Resin's starting to get sticky now. All right, I'll leave it at that. And I'll come back. I need to go and fix him up. He's like a tortoise that's fallen over onto his back and he can't get out. All right, I'm going to fix that up. I'll see you guys in about 6 hours and we'll see how they went. Hey guys, I'm back. It's the next day. And I forgot that I had this one in the other room. You know, because I did 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I had this one in the other room and I forgot to cover him. Now, I should be able to focus because I'm standing behind the camera now. Now, you can see the holes there on top pretty clearly. So that's the one that I didn't do the top coat on. So let's have a look at these. And oh, I missed a couple there. Missed a couple. It's really hard to see, but yeah, I missed a couple there. But the rest of it's looking really pretty and shiny. Now I said to you, just put a pinhole or put a pin into those little holes, and it'll kind of pop the air bubble that's in there. Let's have a look at all of them anyway. Hopefully I've done a better job on this one. You can see they're nice and shiny and smooth. Even if there's an air bubble, like if it's trapped underneath, I'm okay with that. I just don't want them sitting on top and making a hole, you know. I think they're all pretty good, except for that one there. that I missed. Oh, there's a yeah, there's a bubble there, but it's underneath. You can't feel it, so that's okay too. But yeah, definitely next time. See, I want to do one. I thought a nice dark navy blue background, and I don't even know if I'll put silver in it. I might just put the actual mirror glass in it. That way it can be really reflective. What do you think? I thought that would be really pretty. So there we go. And I've put one of them. Which one? This one. I'll put this one in the little bezel. Haven't glued it in yet. It's still loose. But yeah, it's looking really pretty, shiny. So anyway, I just thought that would be a little helpful video for you if you do these, or maybe your mold has gone, you know, you've got that cheap sort of white silicone mold with all the little pendants in it, and it's gone matte and cloudy and lost its shine. You can always just do a top coat like this. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. I'm going to go and finish my coffee, sit with the dogs for a bit, and then I have to go to work. Work really gets in the way of my playing. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you real soon for the next video. Let me know if there's something that you want me to try, hey? All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.